Hey there, my friend. It's Dr. Anthony Balduzzi, founder here at the Fit Father Project and the Fit Mother Project. Happy New Year to you and your family. In today's video, I want to talk about an overlooked aspect of physical health and training, and that is doing some self-massage and some foam rolling to improve how your body feels. Because let's face it, a big part about being healthy is actually feeling healthy, and that means that our body feels limber, it feels light, and any areas that we have pain in, we want to work on improving those. And the good news is that there's some simple at-home things we can do with some basic tools I'm going to show you in this video to help our bodies feel better. Because when our bodies feel better and we're in less pain, we feel less tight, we actually feel more motivated to exercise. We feel like we have more energy. Because we also know that the converse is true. When we feel achy, when we feel tight, when we're sitting too much, not sleeping well, when our bodies are very tense, we don't feel good. Our thinking is not good, our energy is not good, so we want to work on this stuff. And this is why some simple foam rolling and at-home self-massage is going to be amazing for you this year. And it's something I urge you to take more seriously and incorporate into your routine. So in this video, I want to teach you how you can foam roll, how you can do some at-home self-massage very easily with 3 tools. We're going to talk about some foam rollers, which are great. I'll show you 2 different varieties. We're going to cover some different areas of the body you can foam roll and how I believe you can foam roll properly. We're also going to cover some other really cool tools, like my trusty Black & Decker car buffer, which is amazing. One of the best things you can buy as a really amazing deep tissue self-massage thing. And we have a Thera Cane as well here, which is good for getting into very specific spots. If you have tension in your neck or your back, we're going to cover all of that in this video. So let's start with the foam roller. Probably the most common piece of self-massage equipment you may have. The problem is a lot of people don't do it right. And to start off with foam rolling right, I think it's important to pick the right kind of foam roller. There's generally 2 different types of foam rollers. There are these really soft, and I would consider bad, kind of crappy foam rollers that, these are just like the first version. These have been out for probably decades, right? And they're just not very good. They're very soft. You want something that has some firmness to it and ideally some ridges. So this is an example of a foam roller that's a lot more high quality. It's dense. It's still comfortable to be on, but it's got a very dense core and it has some ridges which are nice for really targeting some of those areas, particularly in your back and your glutes and your legs and stuff that you might have some pain. So let's start off with the classic foam rolling exercise, which is rolling out your back. What you're going to want to do is get the foam roller comfortable on your back, in the middle of your back. What I like to do is take my hands, give myself a big hug. What that's doing is moving those shoulder blades out of the way. Now you can actually lift your butt up to put a little more weight, and you want to roll very slowly and just find the areas of your body where you feel tight. You may find that you roll onto one side of your back and do a long strip up the back to kind of first off feel what's tight. When you find a tight area, like let's say you find a tight area here, sit on it. Pause on the tight area and just wiggle a little bit, just small micro movements. The mistake people make with these foam rollers is you see people going like really crazy fast and flying around just like this. What you actually want to do is find that area of tension. Once you find it, you pin it and you just move very slightly until it starts to relax. And you focus on your breathing and you just consciously work on relaxing that area. So you can do these longer strips to kind of first search out where the pain is. But once you find it, you slow down, you target those areas, and you just put pressure on them until they start to relax and release. So that is the stuff you'll do with your back, and you can do this throughout your entire lower back or your upper back. Another thing I want to talk about when it comes to foam rolling is the idea that if you have pain in a particular kind of area, let's say you feel like you have pain in your low back, it is important that you foam roll both above and below that area, because oftentimes when we have pain, it's not where we have the pain is not necessarily where the problem is. The problem can be in other areas. So let's say you have that low back pain. It's important, yes, to roll out that low back. Maybe I'm going to work on both sides of that low back, but I also want to get into the glutes. So the idea here, the principle is to foam roll upstream and downstream from the problem. So now I'm going to sit that foam roller, I'm going to take a little weight on my hand to make it a little lighter, and I'm going to find the area of the glute that feels there. And you can just move side to side until you find the area. And once you find it, you sit on it. Little wiggles, just like this, until it softens up. You breathe. You relax into any pain sensation that you do have. It'll soften up. You'll get more blood flow into that tissue. It will start to relax. So this deep pressure is what you want to be doing with this foam roll. Very important for your glutes. You can obviously move into your hamstrings, right? So you can be one hamstring at a time. You could put 2 hamstrings up. Anyways, there's just anything you can do to be creative on this foam roller. There's so many different options. The idea here is this though, the principle is what's most important. You find that area first through a body scan, you find the area that is tight, you sit on it, you gently wiggle, you breathe, and you relax into it. And any area you want to get to, you can get to it with a foam roller. Let's say you feel like you have very tight pecs. You can get in there by putting your body in whatever position where you can first scan, and I'm like, oh, actually this is the area that's tight, and I'm just moving my elbow slightly to create that micro motion where it's tight. And I'd say you spend around 30 seconds to 1 minute in each area, then you keep moving on. So that's foam rolling. When should you foam roll? Well, 2 times I think are good to foam roll. One is in the morning. Our bodies are stiff after sleeping. We often find we're least flexible in the morning because we haven't been moving. There hasn't been lubrication in the joints, not as much blood flow. Lymphatic fluid's more stagnant. So foam rolling in the morning after a little walk could be a great thing. 10 minutes of foam rolling will really activate your body, get your energy levels up, get that body primed and ready for the day. Before exercise is another huge time to foam roll, especially if you know you have problem areas in your knees, your legs hurt, your shoulders hurt. Foam roll those areas, absolutely key. And this brings me to my second tool that I absolutely love, particularly as a pre-workout warm-up and for working on specific areas. And that is some of these vibrating percussive tools. You may have seen advertisements online of different products of like things that look like these percussive guns that have a head on them that go like this and target areas. Those are fine. Those are good products. And you may even own some of those. Those are great. But this is a cheaper and in many ways a better solution because this car buffer, I'm going to turn it on and show you what it does. It basically spins in a circle just like this. And what we can do is we can use this surface widely, diffusely to bring a lot of blood flow to areas. So let's say I'm going to do a leg workout. I can get both of my legs like this, or you can use the edge of this to get very deep. This is something that I learned from some physical therapists that found that these car buffers work as good as anything for getting just an amazing deep tissue massage. So for me, sometimes I have tightness in my pec. So here's what I would do with this. And I would proceed all the way down through the arms. So you can put this pretty much anywhere. I'll put links in the description on where you can get this on Amazon. It's literally a car buffer, but you're gonna find it's amazing at-home self-massage tool, something you can do for your whole body. So for example, if you wanna warm up very quickly, I think this thing can warm you up in like 1 to 2 minutes before an exercise session. Makes your exercise a lot safer, drives that blood flow, and you're gonna find it's a very deep tissue massage. Absolutely incredible. So one of these are great, or you can get those percussive exercise guns. The other tool that I do like, particularly for people who sit a lot all day and are in desk chairs, is something like a Thera Cane. So this little cane has knobs on it. It's a very hard, inflexible cane. And it's cool because let's say I have tension in like my back or my traps. I can grab this cane like this, put it right back here, anchor it down, and I could work and move and find that area. And again, what am I doing? Same thing with the foam roller. I'm putting pressure on an area that hurts and gently creating some small motion. Let's say I want to get something in my side or my low back. I could anchor right here and I could play around with just moving my hand just like this. There's so many ways you can access different parts of your body. This upper trap here, sides. You can even use this to get deep into like a hip flexor or a psoas. It's a nice tool. I do recommend this as well. So those are 3 things I use for self-massage. Foam rolling, using that car buffer, and using this right here, one of these Thera Canes. Absolutely amazing. There's gonna be links in the description for all of these products. And heck, you can make your own stuff. If you have a broomstick, you could probably do the same thing on some of these things as that, or a knob on something. You could get underneath the squat rack and get your trap underneath there. It doesn't matter. Point is that you spend some more time doing some self-massage. We all know how amazing it feels when you get a nice massage, you get rubbed down. We can do this for ourselves this year, and it'll help our health, it'll help our well-being, and particularly if you're feeling stressed right now, this is one way to actually release a lot of that tension through the body, help you feel better, and help you have a happier, productive year. So I hope you found this helpful. There are also some links to some videos here, and we're gonna roll some screens after this video and links below the description of full foam rolling and stretching routines we've shot here previously on the channel. You can check those out for your upper body, your lower body, lots of warm-up stuff. All very good. Key thing here, do some more foam rolling this year. Find those areas after scanning, stick on them, go slow, release the tension, breathe through those areas, and get some of these tools that'll help you. God bless you and your family, my friend. I hope you have an amazing year. I hope you continue to tune in for our videos. If you're not subscribed to our channel, subscribe. We're gonna release, hundreds of new videos this year on amazing practical stuff like this: eating, exercise, foam rolling, stretches, strengthening, motivation, discipline, all these things you need to live the best life possible for you and your family, because we're the Fit Father and Fit Mother Project. This is what we do. I'll talk to you soon, my friend. Hit the subscribe button, drop a comment below, and hit that like button. It helps spread this video far and wide across YouTube. I'll talk to you very soon, my friend.
FitFatherProject.com